I'm picking up a pound. It's a sentimental piece because my husband gave it to me years ago. So I brought it here because I heard these are the best guys in town.
You have the two screws on the wall.
Yes.
Where this was taken down from, right?
Yes, I do. How old do you think that clock is?
Sebastian would know better what the age of this clock.
Oh, that was probably like in the 70s.
Yeah,
60s,
you're
70s.
right. In the 70s. That's when my husband bought it.
Yeah, 70s.
In the 70s.
I'm Sebastian Laws, and we're here at Sutton Clocks. We're fixing clocks and barometers, and we, do all kinds of repairs on antique clocks. The thing about clocks is like they've been around for hundreds of years. Like some of the clocks, like this clock I'm working on right now, is 250 years old. I can see by the markings on it, it's been fixed about 4 times before, and so it's going to get fixed again, and it's just going to keep on living.
All right, come on in.
Hello, my friend. How are you? Oh, this is quite a place. Full of antiques.
That's someone's cooking clock.
Everything's got their own beat, and you're hearing all these different heartbeats. And after a while, you don't really notice it. It just sort of becomes part of the background, kind of the ambience of the shop. They have, their lives that they're living, and it's kind of just like breathing or a heartbeat or like the wind outside. So the shop has been around for, I'd say, since like 1966, and was originally opened on 61st Street by my dad. I would be scared to count or get an actual number, but I'd say there's probably around 400 or 500 clocks. A lot of the clocks are clocks that we're repairing. So we have just currently, on clocks that are in the pipeline of being fixed that have come in, there's around like 150 clocks that are just actively, being repaired. People are waiting to pick them up. A lot of these older clocks too, even if people say we don't want our clock, you can have it, they're sort of one-of-a-kind pieces, so you can't just say, oh, somebody doesn't want it, let me just throw it out, because there's always something that you might be able to use, or all these clocks have history, so they're like, you could never bring yourself to just say, I'm just going to, get rid of it.
It's amazing how many kids come in here
and
look at it, think it's beautiful and whatever, and the mother will say, look what time it is. And the kids will go, how do I know what time it is? They can't read it, especially if the numbers aren't there.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad there.
Everybody's got their smartphones now, so clocks, I guess, are not so in vogue, but there's certain aesthetic. When you see somebody's house and they have a clock, it's like, that's kind of like a sign that they're mature, or that they've made it, or they're, they're settled.
My favorite clocks are the Empire clocks, the columns clocks, like these right here.
What's so special about them?
I just like the design. I like the idea of the columns. It feels like I'm really seeing a part of history. They're keeping of like Roman architecture and Greek, and I just like the idea of the columns. And I think of the Pantheon and all that kind of stuff.
There's very few people doing tactical things with their hands. Like everybody now is just programming and there's none of these old school crafts like glass making and metal repair and just, fixing things. Everything is so disposable nowadays that if something breaks, it's easier just to throw it out. But, with a clock, it can always be fixed, and it carries on and continues.